house. To apologize for previously frightening Bart, he wanted to invite Bart to a baseball game to mend their relationship. After getting Marge's permission, Walt set off with Bart. While Marge was washing dishes, Sideshow Bob appeared outside the window. After being subdued, he claimed he wasn't Sideshow Bob, he was the real Walt. At the same time, Bart pointed out to Walt that they had already passed the stadium. The man in front of him finally dropped the act. He took off his shoes, revealing the famously enormous feet that belonged to Bob.
I am Sideshow Bob.
Meanwhile, the real Walt had been tied up by Homer. He also took off his shoes to prove his innocence.
It's like you're a Chinese empress.
Walt explained that he had been Sideshow Bob's cellmate. When he learned he would be released early for his minor offense, Sideshow Bob measured his head circumference while he slept, then injected him with an anesthetic. In the prison hospital, Bob used a scalpel to peel off Walt's face, then removed his own face as well. In this way, the two men swapped identities. Bob took all of Walt's personal belongings and successfully left prison as the inmate Walt, a free man. As for Walt, whose face had been stolen by Bob, he couldn't control his lips at first. He tried to explain, but the guards couldn't understand him.
I tried to warn you by writing Bart Simpson will die on the walls, but you ignored me.
You have to admit, Bart Simpson will die was kind of open to interpretation.
When they saw the walls covered with photos of voodoo curses aimed at Bart, they finally realized Bart was in grave danger.
I know where Bob's taking Bart.
By then, Bob had already brought Bart to the destination. He only needed to stand in the first state, shoot from the second state, let the bullet pass through the third state, and hit Bart standing in the fourth state, killing him on the soil of the fifth state. That way, he wouldn't break the law of any single state. It would be the perfect murder. But Bart was very clever. After hearing the plan, he immediately jumped to where Bob was standing. As long as they were in the same state, Bob's actions would still be a crime. So the two of them jumped back and forth across the 5 state lines.
Fine. I'll just shoot you and tell people I did the plan.
At that moment, Walt suddenly appeared. He successfully ambushed Bob and took the gun, completely turning the situation around. But somehow, a bee had gotten under his face skin. While he was in agony, Bob seized the chance to snatch the gun back. The situation reversed again. At the critical moment, the police finally arrived. It turned out Bart had never believed he was Walt. Before leaving, he had secretly called the police and asked them to track him, but Bob refused to give up. As long as he was in a different state, the sheriff couldn't touch him. What he didn't expect, though, was that no matter which state line he jumped to next, the police from each state quickly appeared. In the end, Sideshow Bob was arrested once again.
Oh, Bart, I am so glad everything's okay. Well, not everything. Apparently, someone switched your face with a butt.